Works. All right, there. Hey, this is Wednesday, September 23rd. For those of you who are be watching the recording, hey, it's going to be a short recording because these are shorter class periods. You don't have like a 2-hour block of time for kids to cry. So it's going to be a shorter one. On top of that, the thing we're doing is not taking up the entire class period. So you guys have an even shorter time. So if you're watching this right now, like if you're like Wyatt in the future, and you look down at the little clocky thing down there, you should see the fact that it should not be a really long period of time. I believe this is ASL for not a long period of time, but I'm completely making that up. All right. Then I'm good luck on that, Owen. All right, and then let's see here. If you are watching this virtually, you get to just fast forward until that screen disappears. Hit the little fast forwarding button, until that screen's gone, and then pay attention again. If you're watching it live, you can hit the button all you want. I don't fast forward. I'm going to be sticking here the entire time. Those of you who are here live, there are directions behind you to connect you to Apple Classroom. Casopa, Blaze, you're my first two responsible children. Nicely done. How did they know the code? I mean, the thing right there that says classroom code with a giant thing pointing to it? Oh, responsible children. If you're struggling figuring out how to get in, just let me know, and I'm happy to help you. Ooh, I have, let's see, Lily's in, Graham's in, Kate's in, Finley's in, Nina's in, Kaylina's in, Delaney's raising her hand. What's up? Oh, that's very honest of you. Good teamwork. It is not, Ethan. You have to be in the same building as me for it to work. So if you guys show up on Blue Day, you'll get to join also, but otherwise you'll be out of luck. So I can't help you on that one. Ooh, that's pretty, Antoinette. Are you just going through random things you find on your floor to play with? I'm guessing the answer is yes. Then we have 10 of you who are in. I think I have one kid left for me in a moment to help you. Let's see. I have a kid named Addie. Is that you? Hey, good job. Oh, there's 11. 4, 8, 9, 10. Add. There you go, and you're all in. I'm making sure names are not messed up because first period had issues where they came in like names like Squigglepuss and stuff like that, which was mildly weird. All right, yay. So that's all. So then I don't have a thing to send you yet. So hopefully once I get this set up and the blue kid set up, we'll end up with like just hit button and go and it just sends you guys a file. But for now, I don't need to worry about it. Those of you at home, again, when you show up, we'll teach you guys how to do it also. Whether you are blue or whether you're one of my dead red kids, someday when you're here, we're going to show it to you to try and help you out too. I have officially assigned IXL homework to you. I know, it makes me depressed also, but there's good news that connects to this IXL. One, that is possible to get out of it if you do well on the quiz today. What? There's a quiz today? Yes, I've been telling you about it repeatedly, and it's on the giant calendar that Graham just pointed to right there. So yes, we're going to get to a quiz in just a moment. If you do well on quiz, you don't have to do it at all, and you are done. You can wash your hands and step back and go, be so smart, and not have to worry about it. If you want to do it to get extra credit, you can. That is up to you. If you are forced to do it because you're not so good at taking quiz, you can. I've added a second level of extra credit because I had kids who asked me, if we get a perfect score on like 100, can we get 12 points? I'm like, no kid can get 100. And I had a whole bunch of kids get 100 on the last one. And I was like, okay, I was wrong. So now I've added a second layer of extra credit. All you have to get is to this one, the 10 points to get 80 plus. If you go to 90, you get 11 points. If you go to 100, I'll give you 12 points on a 10-point assignment, which is 2 extra credit points. If you don't care about the extra credits, that's fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. It's just some kids want extra credit to sort of make up for past poor choices. I'm here to help you out. To get out of doing the homework, by the way, this is on the actual assignment. When you go into Canvas and you go clicky clicky, it has all that information on there to help you. Or if you are one of my kids who does well on quiz, instead of getting extra credit, you are more than welcome. There we go, voicey thing. You're more than welcome to do B points instead, and I'm fine with that. So if you do well on quiz and get to test out of it, and you choose to do it anyway, you get extra B points. So as long as you get to a score of 60, you get 1, all the way up to a perfect score to get you 5 B points. This is absolutely not required. It is just a bonus if you want to do it. You simply turn it in on the canvas and say, hey, I'm going to do it for the extra B points, and then you're good to go. You'll find out today how well you do on quiz, because you'll be taking it in a second, and it'll grade it for you. So you should find out shortly how well you do on it. Questions as far as the IXL goes. The IXL is just about point of view, and that is it. As long as you do well on that, you should be good to go. All right, I'm assuming. Jerry L., what's your question? Is it about how to write a last name when you're on Zoom?
But my question is, yes, if we do the, what's called IXL, and then we also want to use our B points, can we do that and get even extra credit?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you do well on the quiz and you turn it in, and I guess, hang on. Well, hang on. It sounds confusing. If you get to that point and you do well on the quiz and you get a 100 on the IXL and then you ask me, I'll figure something out for you. Until I have a kid actually get that far, I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay.
We'll leave that for future meetings. All right. There. When you take quiz today, you are welcome to use all the handouts. This handout thing that we filled out, this handout thing down here that we filled out, you are more than welcome to use this. If you have paper version, use it. If you have digital version, use it. You can use it on there. Half of your quiz, though, is not on that paper. Half of your quiz is about this stuff that we kept talking about in class. Is my goal was hopefully these questions were easy because I kept asking them to you. So hopefully they're going to be the easy questions that help bump up your grade. Apparently, some kids pay no attention when I talk, though. They have no idea what was going on. If you're one of those special kids, this piece of paper that tells you all of this is on my Canvas page. Go down to where it has the Zoom links, find the one that says useful files, tap on that one, and it has all this information on there. You are welcome to look it up. You may even watch the YouTube videos. If you're here in class and you have headphones and you want to put them in, and you want to go back and watch my YouTube where I talk about it, that's fine with me. Owen, I apologize since you're not actually like officially raising your hand, just putting it in there, but what's up, Owen?
How many times can we do the quiz?
Twice. You get 2 attempts at quiz. My goal being is that if you mess it up the first time, take it slower the second time, and then whatever is your highest score. So if you do higher on the first one and then bomb at the second one, it takes your whatever the highest grade is. So that way, hopefully it makes it a little bit easier. I'm trying to give you 2 shots at it. All right, useful files. I'm assuming you guys have no questions about the stuff on there, but if you did, as an example, how many B points do you guys start off with? Correct. Like you get 15 each 9 weeks. Stuff like that is what I'm trying to ask you guys. Like, do you guys know who's on the heroes team? Stuff like that. If you didn't know who was on the heroes team, if only I gave you a hall pass. I had like all the names of the teachers on there, stuff like that. And so you have access to all this information. It's just a matter of how lazy you want to be before you get there. Jerry L., what's up? Now that I can see you. And you figured out your last name. I'm proud of you, Jerry L.
What's called, are the answers hidden? Like, yes, if you complete the quiz, are the answers hidden?
I don't believe so. I mean, I didn't try to hide them. For some of you, you've hid them in your own brains. So that might be part of it because, you know, you spent time like staring at the wall and drooling. And in that case, then yes, you have hidden them from yourself. Me, I didn't try to hide them. That was not my goal. Scoot this down just a little bit. So yes. There we go. Let's see. No other questions from there. Questions as far as good kid things go from there. Or if you guys just staring at me and nodding your head. Good stuff. All right. Same thing with Struggle Town and the being able to do the Sims. By the way, Simpson sheet is on my Canvas page. So if you've not downloaded it, you're more than welcome to. You have access to it if you want to do extra ones, or as Blaze has done, you can use it on a separate piece of paper. I'm fine with that also. No questions as far as the good kid things that happen to you. Again, all of this stuff is going to be on the quiz. Look it up. You're more than welcome to look up all that information. If you're responsible enough to look at it, I'm fine with that. All right, well, then I'll stop babbling. Let's get to the actual quiz thing. Blah, 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 blah. I wanted to throw this up one last time in case anyone had not written down information and you wanted one last look to write it down. I was going to try and help you out. Ooh, did we talk about second person with you guys? What pronoun do we look for the second person? Good job, Alkire. Good job, kid yelling at me at home. You. So if you did not put that in notes, you're more than welcome to. And just write down second person equals you. Like, you should write this down. You are responsible for it. You are going to fail. I wish you luck. So put you and you're good to go. Is that on the quiz? On some form or another? Yes. It's a thing I've talked about. I'm going to try and work it into the quiz to see who's been paying attention to it. All right, so I'm done with this one. No one else needs this screen. Make it disappear. Make sure. All right. All righty then. Here's how we get to actual quiz thing. 3 different ways you can find the quiz. They're all on my first Canvas page. So right now, go to my Canvas page. Those of you who are at home, go to my Canvas page. Because don't be like my kid in first period. We're taking the quiz. They go, how'd you find that again? Find it now. Go to Canvas. There's right there on today's date. It says story quiz. You can click that one. Or go over to assignments. You can find the one that says story quiz. Or over here, it says class rules and story quiz. Any of those 3 places. Go clicky button to go figure out where it is. It is a 15-question quiz. On the right-hand side, you can, over here, it'll let you jump around questions. So if you don't know one, skip it, come back to it. I'm fine with that one. It's going to tell you, you can use the handouts, you can use YouTube, all that's fine with me. If you are wanting to get out of IXL, you have to turn it in by tonight. If it's not turned in by tonight, you are out of luck as far as getting that whole good grade thing on it. It also will prevent you from getting a perfect score. Because once you have the next class period with me, you're going to max out like at a score of 20 out of 27. So you want to make sure you have it done by tonight, preferably. Worst case scenario, have it done before you come back to my class. You get 2 attempts to get them turned in. When you finish, some of you guys will take you all of literally 7 minutes because you paid attention to me and you're going to flex on it and you're going to fly through. Other kids, it's going to take you an hour and a half because you still have no idea who I am or what I'm talking about right now. So for you, it's going to take a little bit longer. When you finish, I recommend working on the IXL and getting it done. My goal is to give you as little homework as possible. So if you get this done, get my IXL done, and then be done with homework. So you don't have to worry about it. If you have homework for another class, because like other teachers hate you more than me, and they gave you a whole bunch, once you finish my quiz, that is fine with me. Finish my quiz first, and then you're welcome to work on other homework. You should be good. The top thing up there was during SEL yesterday. If you would like to submit like one of the things that's something you wish people would know about you as humans, I have extra pieces of paper because I had kids ask if they could do it. I'm more than happy to submit it for you. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it was an activity you're supposed to do yesterday in SEL, but now it's something complete, I apologize. It's an anonymous thing that you put on there that you want other people to know about you, that we're going to be putting up in the school to try and make the world a better place. But anything that's sort of like you and people. Please. We have 2 attempts. So you have 1 attempt, and then your second one's like your retake, and that works for me. Then, those of you who leave with Mr. Monge, I'll be having you take off here in just a moment. And then, Mr. Monge, I have a paper for you that we're going to ask for. Like a paper copy. 2 copies for you. quite special. There you go. Welcome. Those of you who are here, I'm going to stop babbling here in a moment and let you begin. Those of you who are virtual, once you finish, then you're done for today for me. You're welcome to be done. Just make sure you finish my quiz before you take off. I am not turning off Zoom, so in case you have questions for me. I am going to turn off that background screen so you guys just get to stare at me. All right. I'm now going to stop babbling and let you guys begin. You should have gone to the beginning of quiz. Then, come on, you're taking down to LGI. And that would be Blaze and Emmeline. I think my only two in here that are leaving with you. So Blaze, Emmeline, grab stuff, roll for me. Please, and thank you. Correct. Now the box is saying, don't count me. Aside from me, which of those teachers is a hero teacher? Yes. You're making it much tougher than you think it is. Yeah, the first question is just asking you, who is your other hero's teacher? It's just the, have you paid attention to your classes? Oh, wait. Here. Here. Stop recording.